My next guest has a umami-rich twist on the brunch favorite. It's a glazed mushroom toast perfect for vegetarians and anyone trying to eat a little healthier. And joining me is Luke Kolpin, the executive chef at Cedar Elm in Kenmore and a former reality show contestant. Oh yes, I put that in. We're going to talk about that and unpack that in just a little bit. But first, welcome to the show. I'm hiding all of my tea because I don't want to take up any space, and this little teapot will move. For you. What are we making today, Chef?
Well, today we're making some mushroom toast.
Okay.
Yeah.
What can you tell me? What are these fancy mushrooms that are going in
the
this?
ones I have today, these you can get at any grocery store pretty much nowadays. These are beach mushrooms. I have, mushrooms in general. You could use any type. If you don't want to use beach mushrooms or they don't have them at your store, you can go to the local farmers markets. They have wild mushrooms now. You can also use, button mushrooms, whatever kind of mushroom you really like. These are just ones for me. I like how meaty they are, and they also stay on the toast a little bit better.
Oh, there we go. And so if you're tired of avocado toast, this is going to be life-changing, I feel like. This is so fancy. How do we get going?
All right, so what you want to do is just make sure that you get some nice good butter. The more fat content in the butter, the richer it's going to be. It'll help out with the mushrooms as well.
So warm the pan like medium to high heat, not too hot.
Medium
with the
to
butter.
high heat with the butter. It depends on how much mushrooms you're kind of doing. Don't add too much butter. You don't want it to be swimming. It'll also kind of mess up in some of that plating.
And then you put the mushrooms in. About how long are we cooking the mushrooms for?
Well, each mushroom is a different time as far as cooking it, but with most mushrooms, you just want to make sure that you get all the moisture out. That will help it so it's not like more of a slimy mushroom, and it'll become a little bit more meaty and a little bit more of that umami flavor.
How did you come up with this idea for this particular dish?
Well, mushrooms in general are probably one of my favorite things to cook. And we have a lot of really good bakeries out here. So everybody probably has a really good bakery in their neighborhood. So getting a big, slice of sourdough bread, and then obviously adding my favorite thing to cook on top of it.
Absolutely. Does anything else go in with the mushrooms too for flavoring?
Yeah, so what you want to do is you want to add a little bit of your garlic and your shallots. Add your shallots first, let that cook around. You don't want that to burn. So again, you just got to be careful of the temperature of the heat that you have.
Okay, always thinking about that.
Layering in that flavor as well.
Yum, the smells here. And for someone that's never been to Cedar Elm restaurant, how do you begin to describe this place and the vibe?
Well, it's in a big park. So the vibe in general is very outdoorsy, very Northwest. It kind of really does fit with everything that is, the Northwest.
It's beautiful. The dining room, everything that you guys do there is so incredible. And then you're going to add something. What are we adding here?
Yeah, so now we're adding, I've already went ahead and reduced this a little bit, but this is a chicken stock reduction. So you can't have glazed mushrooms without a glaze, right?
Good point.
So you want to add that in right at the very end if you already have it reduced. It also just kind of helps gauge it so you're not just kind of, sitting there for a long time as it's reducing. Do a few things ahead of time so it makes this part a little bit easier. Once you add in your stock and it's nice and glazed how you like, then you go ahead and add a bunch of fresh herbs to it.
And fresh is important too. Are you not on the dry?
Fresh.
I saw your face just then. You were like, what are you asking me?
I mean, everything has its application, but of course, fresh is always best, right?
Oh, I am really smelling that now. That's really amazing.
All right, so
this is so beautiful. Wow.
And then from here, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the heat, and then you can either add, not every grocery store is going to have preserved lemon, but I have a little bit here.
I've never even heard of that.
You can get it at some of the specialty markets. If not, lemon zest is totally fine, which we're also going to add a little bit on top anyways.
Okay. And then is it more about like assembling and everything this too after on the toast, like toast the bread?
You can go as fancy or as non-fancy as you want. I mean, at the end of the day, it's about taste, right? So making it taste good doesn't really matter at the end of the day what it looks like, but we like to play with our food sometimes.
I have a feeling your presentation is going to be on point.
I hope so.
And if you wanted to make this vegetarian, would you just do like a vegetable stock?
Yes.
Is the change there?
You can add it. You can do any sort of stock. You can do any sort of glaze. You also don't even have to add any sort of reduction to glaze it. You could just add more butter.
Oh, okay. Sign me up. Tell me more about the new tasting menu, too, that you guys are doing.
So we have kind of relaunched our tasting menu. It's more of a 3-course with a lot of snacks that we have as well. And so it's a 3-course menu, 2 savory, 1 dessert, with snacks, and it kind of goes anywhere from 3 to 5 different snacks that we have in the beginning, and then with our dessert, we also have about 2 little petit fours to go with it. So it's a lot more than it might be advertised, and we just kind of like to have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We do a land and sea option, and then we also do a vegetarian and or a vegan one.
Amazing.
So everybody is kind of all inclusive on that one.
Okay, so how do we finish off this?
All right,
glazed toast.
I have an egg here that has been very soft cooked, kind of like a ramen style egg that I soaked in tamari for a little while. And you just kind of want to place that right in the middle, make a little nest with the mushrooms there.
Jeez.
And then from here, you can, I like to add some pickles to it. These
Pickled
are,
onions.
pickled red pearl onions. You don't have to, you're a little bit tedious from time to time to do, so you don't necessarily have to do those ones. It kind of takes a little bit of time.
Oh, they make all the difference, though.
And then from here, you can always add a little bit more fresh herbs over the top of it. I have some house-made chili oil.
House-made? Oh,
so we make this at the restaurant. There's various different ways of making it. Nowadays, very popular condiment.
Absolutely. That on eggs is life-changing. Yum, yum, yum.
All right. And then from here, obviously, just a little bit more salt.
Fancy salt.
Always have the flaky salt for finishing.
Oh, right. I cannot wait to try this.
And then the last thing that we're going to add to it is some manchego cheese.
Oh, okay. What do you like about this cheese?
This one, I just like how sharp it is. I also, tend to, interchange this one with maybe Beecher's, something local. I like a nice, sharp, flavorful cheese.
Yeah.
Cover it all up like that.
You really were not skimping on the cheese. I appreciate you because I'm all about it.
I like cheese.
And then a little fresh zest.
A little fresh zest over the top of it.
Wow. Okay, I can't wait to try this. And while I am, let's talk about how you were a contestant on season 19 of The Top Chef. I snuck this into the intro.
Yeah.
This is so cool. It was the Houston season. What surprised you the most about being on this show?
Well, besides being someone from the Northwest and that really intense heat and humidity over in Texas.
I didn't think about that.
I had no idea what the show was going to be like. I had some friends on it from before. I have a newfound respect for it. It's a lot of fun. Obviously, there's a lot of temperature times that you have to kind of get through and hurdles, but so is cooking, right? There's a lot of mistakes that happen, and so it's about how you can kind of continue to push on.
Okay, so is that what your takeaway was then from the show? Would you ever do something like that again? And I'm tasting this.
I would do it again. It was a lot of fun. I met a lot of really cool people, and it kind of just, throws you to the wolves a little bit. So you always have to adapt. Definitely.
Why should people come to Cedar Elm restaurant? I know why. This glazed mushroom toast is to die for. But tell everyone at home.
We've built a team that we like to have fun. So we don't take ourselves too seriously. We all worked at some really nice restaurants, so we have some good techniques, but we like to make things a little more approachable and just, build on flavor.
Are you always changing the menu? How do you come up with these incredible dishes?
I tend to try to make a lot of changes a lot. So that's kind of another reason why we have that tasting menu, because I could change my mind almost every day on things. So
Well, there we go. We never know what's going to be on the menu, and that's exciting. I just hope you never take this mushroom toast off. It is so good. Thank you for being here and sharing your passion.